Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And we are experiencing a shift from the regular pretending. A lot of these entities cannot get away with pretending around the chosen ones. A lot of them are being exposed. They are falling by the wayside. And so now what we're dealing with is the entity that had, put all these barriers and stumbling blocks in your way. We have been cleansing these types of entities out of our life. We have been exposing these types of entities. And it makes it, just a little bit more understandable where these types of attacks have been coming from. It hasn't just been your family. It hasn't just been your family. You have been under attack by the entity. They do not want you to use your gift. They do not want you to walk into this prosperity. They do not want you to walk into these gifts that you have so that they don't feel inferior, that they don't feel like they are, in the lack mentality, that this type of shift has been shifted back to them. This type of attack has been returned back to them. Their self-confidence is low. We are seeing a lot of those people who have taken the side of the entity. They are being exposed for the way that they have been trying to trauma bond you and soul tie you, bind your finances all of this time. And this is coming from the entity. You were never supposed to break out of this type of bondage. You were never supposed to be able to use your gifts. They were supposed to be able to siphon your energy. It's 222 as I'm saying that. And we need to understand that these entities are trying to send psychic attacks up on you. They have been attacking your mind since you was a child. Since you were a child, they have been instructing your parents to abandon you. They have been instructing your parents to, let the television raise you, and other people who have been giving you negative energy, who have been siphoning your energy. Just when you go around these people, the people that your parents have given over into to abandon you in order to siphon your financial health, in order to siphon your health, and send attacks up on you when those things did not work. When those things did not work and you woke up and you came out of those things, then the entity, the governmental narcissist had no choice but to face you and send attacks up on you, head on. So that means that you're going to lose that court case. You're going to lose, your kids in that court battle. You're going to lose your marriage. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your job because you are supposed to be using your gifts in order to enhance your life, in order to work for yourself, in order to expose these people and not be able to, allow these people to make you reliant upon them. Okay? This is why these attacks have been so hard for the chosen one. They have been so, disturbing and detrimental, to your mental capacity, because they're sending these psychic attacks up on you. They've turned your children against you. They've turned everyone against you so that you can stay in that mental state of low self-confidence. They've allowed your parents to abandon you, to, to make sure that they showed partiality to you, that they showed nepotism, inside of the home, that, you were made to stay in the background. And, I can always recognize this behavior. I can remember those types of behavior that, my mother would not let me, play with my sister and her friends. So I had to, stay in the house when my sister's friends came over. So these are the ways that they will show this nepotism, this partiality in siblings. This is the way that, you will encounter the dysfunction sent from the entity to keep you in line, to keep your gifts in line, for them to siphon your energy, to put you in a low vibrational state, to make you think that you're crazy, that, you stop believing in yourself, you stop believing that you can move forward in life. You need validation from the parents, the siblings, anyone that is around you, from a husband, from a wife. They will say derogatory things to you in order to make sure that you are never able to use your gifts. And a lot of you have been cleansing, and you have stepped into your role as the chosen one, and the entity doesn't like that. The entity has been sending people in order to pretend to steal your gifts. Those people pretending to be your friends. Those people pretending to help you on your journey. And these people have been inserted because the entity wants to siphon your gifts so that they can give to this person. They think that, this person would be better suited with your gifts. You're not fitting the role for the entity, and nor do they want you to move forward with your gifts, because you are going to wake a lot of people up. We have been waking a lot of people up, and this has hurt. This has hurt them. This has hurt their ego. The lies that they have spawned, the lies that they have told, are breaking and crumbling. Those people who have been following them, they're breaking, they're waking up. And, again, I just keep thinking about, that statue of Baal that they were burning down in Iran. Okay, a lot of people are waking up from, the pretend, from understanding that they were worshiping an idol all the time. Why is this idol up on the land? If we are a people, that believe, why are we worshiping, a false god? So we're waking up all the way, and we are doing something about it. We're taking control. We're having our own finances. We're not being validated by the entity, by the narcissist parents, by the narcissist siblings, by the narcissist relationships. We have broken out of this type of bondage, this type of stagnation. We are able to see these people for who they are. We have been using our spiritual cleanses. We have been, we have been using the spiritual cleanses on a regular basis in order to expose these people. A lot of you have reached out to me, and we are able to see those people who are the witches and warlocks in your life, the people who have been manipulating you in society, the people who have been using your gifts. And there's no better example of that than the older gentleman tenderism, where this business owner who had more money had been siphoning his gifts, and he got some kind of way jealous and fired tenderism, and tenderism stood up on his own. And I commend tenderism for going on his own and building his brand. And he was doing dinner with the Isley family, the Isley brothers. So we're making sure that we're stepping into our power. We're calling our power back. It does not matter who these people are. This is what they have been thriving off of, to take your gift, to take your blessings in order to keep you in a low vibrational state in order to keep you in low self-confidence, low self-esteem. And we have broken that spell over our lives. And we are going to see those now who have been in alignment with this system, men and women who have been siphoning our energy on a governmental level. They're going to start to go down into depletion. They're going to start losing their energy. They're going to start losing their mind, and they're going to, lose the luck that they had been siphoning off of us. You're going to stop being able to move forward. You're going to see their health decline. You're going to see their beauty decline, because we've called our power back, with these cleanses. Continue to cleanse. Continue to use your cleanses. I'm sending a couple of you some cleanses. Some of you who want my help, you can reach out to me. You need to link through my my Amazon account so that we can do an order and I can get you what you need according to your situation. A lot of you will need to, reach out to me, because what we are seeing is that these people are not going to stop now. Now that they know that they're not able to take your gifts, they're not able to benefit off of your gifts, they're not able to benefit off of your health. We're calling our power back in all major areas. And we are able to benefit off of our own gifts. We are not validated by these people. So, we want to make sure that we are continuing to cleanse. Any of the products, we are using a Florida water bath in order to make sure that negative energy, and make sure that you guys do a test on this, because you want to cleanse the negative energy, but sometimes Florida water can sting a little bit. If you're having problems with attacks up around your necks, up on your legs, you can also use this as a rub on your legs to remove any kind of stagnation. And it can also draw in, the money that has been tried to be siphoned by these narcissists, by these spiritual narcissists, by these dysfunctional families, by these governmental families. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 as I'm saying that. So I hope you guys have received this message. We've taken back our power, and these entities are, they're in an uproar. Their failure is imminent. These narcissists, their failure is imminent. And so please reach out to me. Reach out to me and book your one-on-one sessions with me. Donate to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe to me so that I can also acclimate a gift to you when you book a consultation, book your life coaching sessions, or your video chat sessions. I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.